Wow, it's just got a whole lot better with prompt author prompt lines. I'm Peter Hathaway. I recently introduced a brand new template called Conceptual Author, and it was here that I received an incredible revelation that will change the face of AI authoring forever. It was like a dream, an aha moment when I suddenly realized that what I was teaching in my ebook, Speak to the Machine, could be fully automated, and Prompt Author was born. It came during an in-depth testing for Conceptual Author. I realized that I'd reached a threshold where a prompt author was required to get the very best out of it. So I set about creating one for it. Then I realized that I could make a generic one that would work with all my templates, but not only my templates, but every template out there. Yet the one I built for Conceptual Author was something special. As I was building the template, I stumbled on the name Storyline, as that was what I had called the prompt. It was a moment in time that I'll never forget, and as soon as I started testing it, the magic happened. It started producing content that I could have only dreamt of in the past, and then I suddenly realized that I could do exactly the same with the techniques I'd taught in my ebook, Speak to the Machine. So I generated prompt lines that generated enhanced output for all my other authoring templates too. So in reality, the plus came first and the generic generator came second. It was like it was a tool that worked with almost anything. So I tried it with Jasper, and I realized right then that I'd hit the mother lode. So here it is, your opportunity to be part of a huge breakthrough in AI authoring, where you can take your content to a brand new level. And not only with phrase, you can use it with any AI generator out there. Yet you'll notice something special happens with my templates because they were always designed to work this way where others weren't. So let's get straight into it. Here we are in AI tools, and as you can see, Prompt Author is available under my bookmarks. This accessory will crank up all that shelfware that you've got sitting around and put you on the path to producing infinitely better content, at least 3 times faster. All of my subscribers will receive a complimentary version of Prompt Author to add to their arsenal. And the good news is if you're not a subscriber, I have an LTD offer that will make it really attractive for you. Now this is where it gets really simple. You only need to put 1 or 2 keywords to get creative with your AI authoring. In this case, I've only used 1, and you're about to see how prolific Prompt Author is. The keyword I've chosen is connect. In the right panel, we can see 4 initial outputs, and these powerful prompt lines are the seed of great copy. Like, discover the 9 ways to connect with your ideal customer, a new way to connect with potential clients, what it takes to connect with your dream client, a step-by-step guide to building powerful connections online. So let's look at a few more. How to connect to the top influencers in your industry to get instant results. What if you could connect to your dream client before they even knew they wanted what you had? The importance of getting connected with influencers and movers and shakers. Secrets about connecting with your ideal customer online. This is where it really gets lateral. Prompt Author is like a brainstorming app that can give you creative ideas that you may never have thought of otherwise. And remember, this has all been produced off a single keyword. The first one, for instance, takes an emotional angle. Understand how to connect with your target market on an emotional level. The second is a classic lateral thought. If you have no connections, then you cannot expect to get anywhere. And the third introduces a concept that every digital marketing guru out there suggests: discover how to connect with your ideal customer in seconds. Now we'll move on to yet another powerful angle on connections, in this case, the media. Media is all about connections. I've used the keywords connecting with the media. Here we see the extra oomph required to succeed online. Prompt lines like discover the top 3 ways to connect with the media and reap huge rewards. Secrets and shortcuts that you can apply now to get huge coverage in the media tomorrow. And lastly, do this 3 times and you'll have more sales than Oprah. A step-by-step guide to building relationships with journalists and bloggers. The single most powerful way to connect with the media and become famous overnight. The best way to connect with the media and get your message across. And here's some really good ideas. Create your own media kit and attract major media outlets to cover your products. It takes less than 5 minutes to become a member of the media elite group that I've started. The top 3 ways to connect with the media and build trust and credibility. And here's where the magic really starts, because storylines become stories. And just like the butterfly effect can cause a typhoon, these powerful storylines can cause your AI content to go viral. To get the ball rolling, let's have a look at what Agency Writer Lite can do with these powerful prompt lines. I've chosen what it takes to connect with your dream clients. Normally, you'd think it was a hard ask to describe this in just 2 paragraphs, but it does extremely well. In fact, it's remarkable. The key to connecting with your dream client is to understand what they want from you and how you can help them achieve this goal. You need to know what makes them tick and why they are willing to pay for your services. You also must have an understanding of their business goals and objectives. And secondly, you need to understand what motivates your ideal client. You must find ways of connecting with them on an emotional level, not just a rational one. The trick is to get inside their heads. Imagine how they're feeling about their circumstances, then you can move from there to where they want to go. The authored intelligence templates provide a wide range of outputs, starting at around 35 to 50 and extending to 1,000 words or more with a single click. Agency Writer Lite is freely available in the community library. Now let's have a look at our commercial templates. Agency Writer is a very smart template that writes like a top-level agency-based copywriter. It was the first commercial template that I released on the Phrase platform. Yet this prompt line is really out there. I consider it extremely lateral, so it's a hard test. What if you could connect to your dream client before they even knew they wanted what you had? It seems quite obscure, but the AI delivers it in spades with an answer that says it all. It speaks of taking your leads on an interactive journey that creates a real rapport with these potential clients. It's not about sales pitches, it's about weaving a story that people can relate to, that they should get to know you before parting with their cash. It also speaks about offering value and how to use humour and interactivity that you need to entertain, and ultimately that these dream clients will consider you a trusted source that provides advice, knowledge and guidance. So the output here from a single keyword combined with the magic the prompt author provided is 190 words. Here's an interesting angle. It's about the power of networking, and remember, the storyline at the prompt says it all. Creating a strong network that will help you achieve success. It starts by promoting the need for support and guidance, and how networking provides a wealth of opportunities for people looking to make connections and to build new relationships. It reveals how networking can be really valuable when times get tough, and how it leads to advice and assistance when you get stuck. The key is to find people who share your vision and your values. It ends with the need to continue to cultivate your relationships by sharing relevant information, and how this builds trust by allowing both parties to grow. Now let's have a look at our next commercial template, AI Professional. I've chosen this prompt line from our earlier output. I chose it intentionally because it's more instructional by nature, and because it reveals the hidden creativity of AI Professional in response to these command-like calls. Explain how to build connections using a customer service approach. It is output 2 pages. It sets off by providing a human element and moves on to setting a clear objective. Next, it covers honesty and courtesy. Then it moves on to listening and learning. Then it covers the need to build rapport. On the second page, it covers the need to acknowledge your mistakes and the need to accept constructive criticism. Lastly, it covers the need to gauge any feedback, whether positive or negative. Noticeably, the word count is substantially longer, coming in at 238 words. And here's my last example for AI Professional. The storyline paints a vivid potential for global communication, a guide to help you connect with anyone, anywhere in the world, instantly. It promises much, and AI Professional delivers with a succinct guide, neatly packed within 5 paragraphs. It starts by posing the question, what should you say when you meet someone for the first time? It then presents the elephant in the room, that we're all incredibly busy and we never consider how we could make ourselves more accessible. It then focuses on the importance of listening, so we can really find out what others are thinking and feeling. Next, it covers the art of conversation, our body language and non-verbal cues. It then covers the need to build rapport, to understand cultural differences, improve our social skills, and even master conversational topics ranging from politics and religion to sports and hobbies. Next we have Semantic Author. This topical powerhouse creates a lot more content and tends to rank well with little editing. I've chosen the prompt line, a step-by-step guide to creating a rock-solid customer relational management solution. Semantic Author tends to respond to more instructive briefs, so that's why I chose it. It responds with the headline, How to Build a CRM System from Scratch. It provides a swathe of entities in a very instructive way, as expected, and goes into specific depth on each and every topic. Next, it discusses SQL databases and covers the options of building it yourself or buying it off the shelf. It finishes on the merits of merging it with ERP and XML messaging. Wow, now we come to the jewel in the crown. Conceptual Author. I've chosen the storyline, what is conceptual innovation and how does it help us? And the result is remarkable. It begins with innovation and discusses the action steps and systematic plans that you need to create new ideas. It then gives some wonderful examples of some of the greatest innovations in the digital era. On page 2, the list continues. Even though it suggests that innovation doesn't break the bank or cost billions to produce, it's not always the case. I'd add that it's because they had investors that were willing to back them up. It also covers the lack of innovation in the marketplace and the theme of sticking with the status quo, and how companies that consistently invested in innovation would eventually become unstoppable. And the story continues. It engages us directly by suggesting that it knows what we're thinking. These are very good cues to get your audience involved. And then it speaks of relevancy and suggests an incredibly lateral thought. What happens when you take the box outside the box? Next, it engages you with a colloquial, let me explain. Then the author goes on to share that if there was no restrictions, no limits, no rules, that you could easily adapt to meet market demands. Then it triggers your imagination by getting you to envisage a scenario where you had unlimited resources to experiment and try new things. How amazing it would be if you could break free from the stifling constraints of those who lack innovation. It reveals the madness of sticking with traditional methods and suggests that you should explore and experiment with new ideas and concepts. It promises freedom and offers the potential of building products and services that no one else has ever imagined. It offers opportunities to reinvent entire industries. It then goes on to suggest that to be innovators, we need to understand the art of innovation first. It presents creativity as the foundation of innovation and also presents it as a muscle that you need to exercise. Here it extends the necessity for training. First you learn the basics, and then you put all the pieces together to create something unique. It goes on to say that we need to use innovation to solve problems, and how this can lead to innovative breakthroughs. It introduces the importance of patterns that aren't obvious at first. They reveal hidden truths and unexpected connections to open new doors of discovery and inspiration. So that's it. Now you have a choice. Either you can embrace this innovative breakthrough or just stick with the status quo. If you already own any authored intelligence bundle, it's already yours. But if you haven't, I've got some really good news. Follow the link below and you'll be producing innovative content that can only make you look good in your chosen marketplace. Thanks for watching. Be sure to keep an eye out for extended training videos and other great offers.